both the networks, we should use the same subnet mask. So 250, don't use the customer default subnet mask. So we should use this customized subnet mask. Got it, guys? So 255.255.255.128, or otherwise you can use like this also, it's not a problem. Got it? If you try to assigning the IP address, subnet mask is important. Without assigning the subnet mask, you are unable to assign the IP addresses. At least you should use CIDR also. At least while you try to assigning the IP address, we should mention the CIDR / notation. Clear, guys? 25 means 2 subnets will have here into one network. So we divide one network into the 2 pieces. This is called FLSM. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no? Do you have any doubts, any questions? Right, FLSM, fixed length subnet mask. Next, VLSM, so variable length subnet mask. I'm coming, okay? That is what I'm trying to teaching to you, Niaz, Ahmad. So VLSM, variable length subnet mask. So fixed length subnet mask means we'll have the fixed values. In IT also we'll have 100 and in BP also will have 100. But we'll have the 3 departments, guys, here. HR, account, and IT. So TCS is one organization. So TCS organization having HR and accounts and IT. Deploy the 3 different networks for 3 different departments. So 20 people will have in HR department. 50 people will have in account department, 100 people will have in IT department. So this is a different length. Now how we need to deploy the network for them? Yes, guys, same Apple formula. Okay, so this Apple formula belongs to Imran sir, right? So same Apple formula. So we'll have the one apple. Okay, I need to cut this apple into the 2 pieces. So we need a knife. Here the customized subnet mask, it will act like as a knife to divide the one network into the multiple pieces. So let's see, guys, here. So this is a default subnet mask, right? It's a default subnet mask, right? So 81.81.81.80. So 255.255.255.0. Clear? Now I need to divide this network into the 2 parts, 2 networks. How? We need to convert first host bit into the network bit. You know that already we done before. We are converting first host bit into the network bit. So this network bit value, how much? 128, right? So you can write this subnet mask like this: 255.255.255.128, or otherwise you can use the CIDR /25 is a CIDR, right? Okay, so now we cut this apple into the 2 pieces. This part is a 128 combinations will have. So we are doing -2 because each and every network having the network ID and broadcast ID. So 126 valid IP addresses will have in this network. This network I'm going to assign for IT department because 126 is the nearest value for 100. Clear? So what type of subnet mask I need to use for IT? 255.255.128. Range 192.168.1.0 to 192.168.1.127. Clear? So this is network ID and it's a broadcast. Excuse me, guys. In between we'll have the 126 valid IP addresses. So this 126 valid IP addresses we are going to assign for IT department. So the problem, it got resolved. So we assign this half part to the IT, right? Okay. Coming to account, we need only 50 machines. In this half part, how many machines will have? 126 machines will have. So 126 is a like very huge value. So if you compare to 50, 50. More than 50% IP addresses will have the more than 50% IP addresses in that network. What I should do? So guys, I have an apple. Okay, while I'm having this apple, in between one of my friend, his name is A. He came to me. Then what I did, I cut this apple into the 2 pieces. I have given this apple half piece for him. So while I'm trying to having remaining half apple, one more guy he came. In लोगों को कुछ काम नहीं है, right? So person B. Okay, so I have only half apple along with me, right? So what we should do? Again, I need to cut this half apple into the 2 parts. Each part quarter, right? So quarter means don't think that quarter, okay? So clear. So we need to cut this apple into the, again, 2 pieces. So this half part we need to cut into the 2 pieces. So this is 128 by 2, how much? 64. This part is a 64. 64 guys, 128 by 2, not 60. So 64. So 64 minus 2. 64 minus 2. Each and every network it having, right? So how many valid IP addresses will have? 62 valid IP addresses will have. So 62 is the nearest value. Right? We are wasting 12 IP addresses. Right? How you'll get this? Again, we need to convert another host bit into the network bit. Second host bit into the network bit. Now 128 plus 64, how much? 192. So this is a customized subnet mask for this network. 255.255.255.192. Got it? So this is a customized subnet mask for this network, guys. This network. Or otherwise, you can write like this also, /26. CIDR. That means how many networks will have? 1, 2, right? /26. So now range, it will end with 1. Guys, give me 1 minute. Same guys, okay? Bye bye. Can you hear me? Right. Okay. So let's see guys here. So now we convert the another host bit into the network bit. So 255.255.255.192 is a customized subnet mask for whom? This network. Range 128 to 191. So this is network ID and it's a broadcast ID. So this is a network ID. 128 is a network ID, right? And 191 is a broadcast ID. So in between, we have valid IP addresses. How many valid IP addresses will have? 62 valid IP addresses will have. So this is this network we are going to assign for account department. But you need to use this customized subnet mask for account department. Got it, guys? Yes, no? Right. Again, HR having 20 people. So how many IP addresses will have in this part? 62. 64 minus 2, right? So 62 is a very huge value compared to 20. That's it, no? Right? So what I should do? Again, this 64 into 2 pieces. So while I'm trying to having that piece, in between, one more guy, he came to me. right? C guys, he came to me. What I need to do? That half piece, what will have the quarter piece, we need to cut into the again 2 halves. That's it now, guys. Right? Okay. So 64 divided by 2, how much? 32, right? So this part is a 32 and this part also 32. So 32 minus 2, 30. So 30 is the nearest value. Instead of assigning the 60 IP addresses, so we are assigning 30 IP addresses for this network, right? So now, again, how we need to divide? One more host bit into the network bit. Third host bit into the network bit, right? So now 128 plus 64 plus 32. How much? 224. So 255 dot. So 255 dot. So 255 dot 224. You can give /27. /27 means how many subnets will have? I hope you got it. Right? So range. So it will end with 197. It will start with 192. Then 223. So this is network ID and it's a broadcast ID. In between we'll have valid IP addresses 30. So those valid IP addresses we are going to assign for HR department. We are going to use this customized subnet mask or otherwise /27 CIDR. Right? So this is normal, guys. So class A CIDR, how much? For class A, how many network bits will have in class A? How many network octets will have? 1. So 1 means how many bits? 8 bits. /8 is a default CIDR for a class A. /8. Clear? So class B, 2 network /16. Class C, 3 networks /24. I hope you got it. Don't get confused. So 8 means class A, 16 class B, 24 by default class C. But coming to AWS, they are maintaining their own FLSMs. They are not going to follow this all stuff, right? So coming to AWS, if you go to the any network IP address, it may be class A, class B, or class C. It will start with 16 subnet. It will end with 28. We should not provide below 16. We should not provide more than 28. In between itself only. If you want, you can go for class A. If you want, you can go for class B. If you want, you can go for class C. सबके लिए ये की rule. I hope you got it. Now I hope you're clear. While you are trying to creating the subnets, why it is asking. If you want, you can try. If you're providing the /8, it won't accept. Clearly, it will show you. You need to provide from /16 onwards. If you're providing the more than one /28, it won't take. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no. So that's it, guys. That is all about subnets. Clear? Yes, no. So do you have any doubts, any questions? Yes, guys. So do you have any doubts, any questions? No doubts, no questions. Good. So can we do practical session? So I will show you a few basic commands related to networking. Useful commands we'll see now. So don't worry. In that link, I think you doesn't have the networking related document. I will upload today. Don't worry. Okay. Same link itself only. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, Syed Yazdani. ఏదైనా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు, AWS లో ఏదైనా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. అన్నిటికీ ఒకటే. IP address changes always. So if you're providing the class C series, you will get the class C IP addresses only. If you're providing the class A series, you will get the class A series. So why we are going to use in the sense, so if you try to creating the two different subnets, at the time you are going to use the two different networks. Huh? Region? See, region. So availability zones, but see guys, మీరు VPC క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మీ నెట్వర్క్ ఇస్తారు, లేదంటే దాని ఓన్ నెట్వర్క్ ఉంటుంది. డిఫాల్ట్ VPC లో EC2 క్రియేట్ చేసేటప్పుడు మీరేం IP అడ్రస్ ఇస్తారా? ఇవ్వరు కదా. While you are trying to creating the VPC, at the time you are going to create the subnets. If you are trying to creating your own subnet, at the time we need to mention our network, own network. If you're using default VPC, each and every availability zone, it having the default VPC, right? So it having their own network. It may be 172.16.0.0 network. It may be 192. Network. It depends. Clear? Right. Right guys, so let's start the practical session. Right, so let's see here. How to know the interface details. If config is a command, guys. If config. So to know the interface details, if config, then hit enter. See guys here, this is my interface name. That means NIC card name. This is a virtual mission having the virtual NIC card. So this is my NIC card name, EN016777736, ETH1, ETH0, so ENSP S0, like this will have. So you'll have the one name, that's it. So by default, if you're installing the VMware, if you're installing the virtual machine into VMware, it will provide you this interface, EN016777736. Clear guys? So this is my NIC card name, right? NIC card name. So now the link is up. The NIC card is up now, right guys? So NIC card is up. So now MTU, maximum transaction unit, that means packet size, maximum. So here we can able to transfer 1500 size packets, minimum 64. I hope you got it guys. Okay, so this is IP address. 192.168.0.200. So it's an IP address. We IP address from DHCP server. Actually, give me 1 minute. So we have connector LAN, right? So we need to change the settings here. Give me 1 minute. So cough syrup AM. So give me 1 minute, guys. I will copy this. So Benadryl cough syrup use कर रहा हूँ. So difference तो नहीं दिख रहा है यार. So नींद तो बहुत आती cough syrup लेने के. Where I need to keep just 6 p.m. Okay. What happened? Right. Thank you. This is another cough syrup name or what? Okay, right. So ये काफी है यार. Okay. So जो मिला वो ले लूंगा. Right. Okay, right. Okay, guys, thank you. So let's see, guys, here. So if config is a command. If config is a command, so we need to change the settings, right? So actually in our classroom, we are using LAN, right? Usually in my home, I'm using Wi-Fi. So because of that reason, I kept bridge connection. So you need to keep NAT here if you're using LAN. Okay. So after that, so you should restart the services. So systemctl restart network services. Right now we can check if config command. The IP address it got changed. See, actually जो IP address था पुराना, so it's my home IP address. Still it is in buffer, in cache. So because of that reason, that is showing like that old IP address only. So now I change the network. Now I'm getting one IP address from DHCP server. So in our office, we'll have the one DHCP server, maybe routers, some switches will have, routers will have, they're going to provide the one automatic IP address for us, right? So this IP address I'm getting from our network 192.168.72.187, right? And network mask 255.255.255.0. So broadcast ID. So 192.168.72.255. All the host bits, if it is become ones, that is broadcast, right? So how many host bits will have? Only one. So 255. So this is IPv6, guys, and it's IPv6 subnet mask, and it's a Ethernet card MAC address. So hexadecimal values. It's 1000 Mbps Ethernet card. RX means receiving packets. TX means transferring packets. Right? How many packets we receive? 339 packets in bytes in KBs. So TX means transferring packets. So 118 packets we transfer in bytes in KBs. Clear? And this is a loopback interface. I said na loopback. So what is the use of loopback IP address? Yes, guys, yesterday we discussed about loopback, right? So you want to set means it depends upon your network, Vaibhav. Okay. So if you're having Wi-Fi, then you should use bridge. If you're having the LAN, use NAT. Okay. So let's see here. LO means loopback. What is the use of loopback IP address? So ain't user. So what is the use of loopback IP address? Host IP or NIC IP means I didn't get you. NIC card, it has IP address, guys. To check the NIC card, very good. Right? So to check the NIC card, whether it is working properly or not. So incoming traffic and outgoing traffic we are getting or not. How we need to check? Ping is a command 127 dot. Ping is a command 127.0.0.1. Right? Sorry. See guys, if you're getting the reply like this, that means your NIC card working properly. You can able to send the data, you can able to receive the data. So see here, 64 bytes we are receiving from this IP address 127.0.0.1. ICMP full form. ICMP full form. Internet Communication Messaging Protocol. Right? Sequence numbers. TTL full form, time to live. Packet time to live. So time in milliseconds. So continuously you will get the reply. How to stop, you know. Control C. Right? So I need only 4 packets. -C 4. Then you will get the only 4 packets, automatically it will drop. So it won't provide you continuous reply. Right? Okay. So I hope you're clear about ifconfig command, guys. Right? Then ifconfig is a command you can execute into the any version. But coming to new versions, they introduced to us one new command called IP space ADDR. So both are same, guys. Both it will provide you same output, but output wise little bit different will have that set. So first it will provide loopback, and next it will provide our interface details. So EN016777736 is our interface. It's up MTU 1500, and there's a MAC address 1000 Mbps connection will have, Ethernet connection will have here, and then Ethernet address, MAC address, and IP address, and broadcast ID, and this is my interface name, and this is IPv6 details. Got it? So now we have the 2 interfaces. One is loopback, another one is our virtual interface, right? Now my intention is I need to filter only one interface. IP ADDR show, and you need to provide the interface name here. Then it will show you only that particular interface details. Got it, guys? IP space ADDR space show EN016777736. So I hope you cleared the difference between ifconfig command and IPADDR command. Right? IPADDR command we can able to execute into the only new versions, guys. Like RHEL 7.0, 8.0, in 9.0 also you can execute. But ifconfig command we can able to execute into the any version. Clear? Right. Next. IP root is a command, guys. IP root. IP root is a command. It will provide you packet traveling route. See. So default via 192.168.72.2. This is our gateway IP address. IP space route. It will show you packet traveling route. If you're sending the packet, if you're receiving the packet, how it is going to receive, how it is going to travel. For example, you need to travel from new building to new campus. So we should know the route, right? How to travel. So we should go, so like via the Reliance building. Otherwise, we'll have their what heritage, right? So we should know the route. Like the same way here also, if you try to sending the packet from one mission to another mission, so the route, how it is traveling from our mission, it will show you, right? So 192.160.72.2, this is our gateway, entry and exit point. Without, so guys, always the router IP address we are going to consider as a gateway. In your home, you'll have the Wi-Fi router, right? So Wi-Fi router having one IP address. So that is a by default gateway. So entry and exit, packet entry and exit point. So simple guys, you need to attend the class. In a sense, you should enter into this gate. If it doesn't have this gate into the class for classroom, how you are going to enter into the gate? How you are going to enter into this classroom? Like the same way, if you are sending the packet, if you're receiving the packet it should enter into our operating system. In a sense, we should have the one gateway. So always maximum router IP address we are going to consider as a gateway, because the packet it will traveling through router. That's it, no? Right. And this is a device name and it's a metric value, guys. So depends on this metric value, it will decide the best part to send the destination. The packet it is going to reach to the destination. So metric value. And this is a network. There's a network we'll have into our office 192.168.72.0 and device name, and this is my mission IP address. Got it, guys? IP route is a command, it will show you the route. Next. Trace path. So trace path and trace route, both are same. Trace path and trace route. Trace path is a command to find out the network in between me and Google, me and Facebook. I hope you got it. How many networks will have, we can able to find out. So trace path, then I'm trying to providing the Google. You should have the internet connection, right? So it's providing the, this is my mission IP address and it's a gateway. And from here onwards, we are getting no reply. Why? Because of security. Got it, guys? So because of security, so they disable the all the networks in between me and Google. Trace path or trace route also same, guys. Trace route also same. But output will get some different, like so it will show you like time also here, milliseconds. Okay, I'll do one thing. Okay, so they are maintaining few firewalls because of the reason we are unable to get. Usually you can check into your home, you will get, right? So it depends upon your network provider. So clear, guys? Trace path and trace route. Then SS is a command, guys. So SS is a new command. It's introduced from RHEL 7.0 onwards. In RHEL 7.0 as well as in 8.0, both the version will have the SS command. SS command, right? So what is the use of SS? To find out the listen port numbers for service. Listening port numbers for service. For example, SSH is a one service. So SSH services, it's listening on which port number we need to find out. So with the help of SS command, we can able to find out. Do you know netstat? Netstat. So like the same way SS. In older version, we'll have the netstat. So from 7.0 onwards, they introduced to us SS. Okay. Service status, something will have full form SS. So man, socket status, not service, socket status, SS full form. Got it? So let's see how we need to use this SS command. SS hyphen TLUPNA. So T means TCP sockets. L means listening sockets. U means UDP sockets. P protocols. N numbers, names. N names. A all. T TCP sockets. L listening sockets. U UDP sockets. P protocols, and names A numbers. Right guys? Hit enter. See, 22 is a port number. Got it? So it's listening on SSHD. SSHD listening on 22 port number. Right? Star means IPv4. Colon means IPv6. Colon means IPv6. Got it guys? I hope you're clear. Yes, no? Right? Good. So SS command, netstat command. Okay. So now, so we need to assign the IP addresses. So how to assign the IP addresses? SSHD is a secure socket shell, right? Secure open SSH daemons. SSH daemons. Vaibhav. So to take the remote mission in remotely through network with the help of SSH. Like we'll have the RDP in Windows, no? Like the same way in Linux we'll have SSH. Right guys? Yes, no? So do you have any doubts, any questions? Yes guys. So no doubts. Good. Can I continue? Yes, no? Yeah, okay, good. So let's see here how to assign the IP addresses. We'll see. NMTUI and NMCLI and network scripts. NMTUI, NMCLI, network scripts. 3 different ways we'll have to assign the IP address to the mission. Now we'll see NMTUI. Network Manager Text User Interface will form. Network Manager Text User Interface. We are unable to complete NMCLI and network scripts. Tomorrow I will teach you. So NMTUI. NMTUI. Network Manager Text User Interface. TUI full mode. TUI full form Text User Interface. NM means Network Manager. Right guys. NMTUI. Then hit enter. So please select an option. Network Manager TUI. And please select an option. So 3 options will have. Edit a connection, active a connection, and set system host name. Right? Edit a connection, active a connection, and set system host name. It's very easy to assign the IP address with the help of NMTUI. Right? Guys, it will work in CLI mode also. TUI mode also it will work. Okay? So edit a connection. Select and hit enter. Use the navigation keys, then hit enter. Then you will get like this screen. EN016777736. This is my interface name, NIC card name, and use tab to navigate the cursor. Okay. So add, edit, delete. Add means to add the new profile name. Guys, one NIC card may be having the multiple profiles. Simple. Gopi is a person. He have the multiple names. In Hyderabad, their friends, they are calling some different name. In their hometown, they are calling some different name. So one person, he can able to have the multiple names, right? You can say alias names or pet names, whatever it may be. Like the same way here also, one NIC card, it can be have the multiple profile names, but we have the only one NIC card, right? We can able to activate at time only one profile name. That's it. Remember this. So only one NIC card will have, but it having the multiple profile names, but we can able to activate only one profile at a time. Maybe you will have the multiple names. So multiple IP addresses for multiple profiles. At a time, we can able to activate only one profile, right? So we'll see later how to add the profile. So now I'm trying to editing the current profile. EN016777736 is my profile name. By default, device name and profile name both are same, guys. So by default, device name and profile name are both are same. So edit, select edit, then hit enter. See guys, profile name is a EN016777736. And this is my device MAC address. And it's my device name. See, profile name and device name both are same. EN016777736. Right? So guys, if you observe, you'll have the IPv4 configuration automatic. And IPv6 also automatic. Automatic means we are getting the IP address from DHCP server automatically. So it doesn't have any static IP address. Now my intention is I need to assign my own IP address to this mission. Clear guys? So select automatic. Manual. Select show and then hit enter. Select addresses, then hit enter. Here I need to provide the IP address. 10.0.0.11 by how much? 11 by 8. Good. Then gateway. We doesn't have like this network into our office. Just it's a dummy network, okay? And it's a dummy gateway. 10.0.0. Just I'm trying to showing to you people how we need to assign the IP addresses. So depends upon your network, you need to provide the IP address here. Okay. So DNS, leave about the DNS. So we'll see later. Okay. Actually, we doesn't have the DNS server here. Next. So IPv6 don't change anything. Guys, you need to keep this crash mark. It's mandatory. Automatic connection will have now. You need to keep this crash mark. So how you are going to keep the crash marks in the sense with the help of that what is that space key, space bar. So if you keep the crash mark, that means this profile it will active along with the boot time. If you disable this, if you remove this crash mark, it won't start along with the boot time. We need to start manually, right? Okay. Quit systemctl, restart network service. Then let's check the IP address, guys. The IP address, it got changed, right? I hope you're clear how we need to assign the IP address with the help of NMTUI. So now I'm trying to creating the one more profile for same NIC card. Okay. ETH1 doesn't need any device name. So automatic, I'm going to keep manual. Then here 172.16.0.11 by how much? 16. Right? And again, you need to execute NMTUI. Open, active a connection. We'll have two profiles C, but the current profile is EN016777736. The star mark is available here, right? So I need to activate ETH1. Select ETH1, then hit enter. The star mark, it's switch from EN0 to ETH1. EN016777736 to ETH1. So quit. Let's check the IP address. Got it. The profile, it got changed. Actually, EN0167777 profile having the class C, class A IP address. So this ETH1 profile having class B IP address. At a time, we can able to activate only one profile. I hope you got it. NMTUI. So if I'm activating this again, this profile, okay. Got it. Right. Next. NMTUI set system host name. So we can able to assign the host name, guys, here. So you need to check the host name like this. Right. So actually here it is showing still local host. You need to close the terminal. Next terminal onwards, it will show you server.example.com. The current terminal having local host here, right? We have one command, guys. How to check the port is open or not. Which command? Network map, nmap. Nmap is a command. Okay. Open ports we can check. Nmap or otherwise SS also we can check. With the help of SS also we can able to get the open ports, right? Listening ports will get. Netstat, etc services, etc sysconfig services. So they will have the, I think that is a file. So services file will have there, we can able to find out. Okay. So let's see here. Network map means we are going to map the host to the client to the server. So in DNS we are going to use. So from network map also we can able to find out the open ports. So usually you are going to use SS. Easily we can able to find out how many ports. So what type of port numbers will have for particular service, right? So guys, let's see here. I hope you're clear how to assign the host name. Guys, we have the one more way to assign the host name. So host name CTL is a command, then hit enter. It will provide you detailed information. So host name, server.example.com. Computer, chassis number, it's virtual machine, doesn't have any chassis number, okay? And mission ID, boot ID, VMware workstation, and then Red Hat Enterprises Linux server 7.0 Mapio, and this is a name, enterprises name. So kernel and architecture, 64-bit architecture, right? So let's see how to assign the host name with the help of hostname CTL command. Got it? Hostname CTL space set hyphen hostname. Then you need to provide the host name. Clear? Like this, you can change the host name. So we have one more way You can assign, you can edit the hostname CTL, hostname file also, etc hostname file. Inside the etc we'll have the one file called hostname. Open this file, you can modify according to your requirement. Clear, guys? You need to restart the network, guys. Right now let's check the host name. Clear? I hope you got it about NMDUI. That's it, guys. So we'll do NMCLI. We'll do NMCLI tomorrow. NMCLI and network scripts both. Tomorrow I'm going to finish networking concept. If you have the time, I will excuse me, guys. So I will show you. Yes, we have class. Tomorrow we have the class, okay? So if you're having the time, I will show you how to create the isolated network also between two machines. Clear? Okay, guys. So see you tomorrow. Bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.